We love spending this time with you. Thank you for listening. If you would like to take your listening experience to the next level, did you know there's a way to do that, J-Bo?
I do.
Yep, you know how you do it. You go to thetjshow.com, you sign up for the TJ Show newsletter, and you get cool things dropped right into your inbox, like the TJ Show's 10 shares. We pick 10 different things, everyone on the team does it, that we think you're going to love. It's not just about our show. This is about like stuff, music we're listening to, whatever it may be.
Like life stuff.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole lot more in there. Sign up at thetjshow.com. This is the TJ Show. I was hanging out with camera guy Josh yesterday, J-Bo.
Alrighty.
And I asked him if he'd be willing to share this story because I was shocked by it.
Okay.
And he actually seemed kind of proud of it. You've got to hear this. You know, he's a heartbreaker.
If you were shocked and he was proud, this has to be bad.
So, Josh, this goes back to before your wife, Ann.
Right.
You were dating a girl, and she had a certain habit that you weren't a fan of.
Yeah, she would sneak food into the movie theater.
Okay, so what?
So what? That's against the law.
Oh,
You can't do that.
She paid for that food. Josh, I'm sure there are
She
things.
paid for
There's
it.
some laws that you break that no one knows about.
No, everyone knows. I just don't understand. I feel like I'm the only person in the world who understands that this is wrong.
You probably are.
There are a number of people who do this. They sneak stuff into the movie theater, and you know, a lot of it is because the prices are very expensive.
They're ridiculous.
But you know, that's what you're signing up for.
I have a special outfit that I wear to the movies. Cargo pants and a hoodie for the extra pocket.
My man right there. That's a smart man.
No, but Josh is dating this girl, and she keeps sneaking stuff into the movie theater.
Okay.
Share with J-Bo what you did.
Well, while we were there, I saw there were 2 lines in order to go through and get your ticket scanned.
Right.
And so one of the lines had someone checking the bags. So without her knowing, I kind of pulled us over to that line, hoping that he would check her bag and find out that she is committing a crime. And sure enough, he did, and took all of the food out and threw it away.
Gosh,
Yep.
Josh!
Oh, yeah.
Wait, and then
You are such a jerk.
No, just doing my job as an upstanding
That's not your
citizen.
job. You're not a police officer.
so now that's not bad enough. What do you say to her after she gets all of her food taken away?
Well, after we walked in, I said, well, you want popcorn now?
Oh my gosh.
Like
I would have
that,
left you
just-
right there in the theater.
Being graceful as I am.
Now, how was that movie? Was that nice and... I mean,
Honestly, didn't go well after that. Did
wonder
not
why.
enjoy our time at the movie theater.
what a romantic...
You're such
Yeah.
a snitch, bro.
Look.
That's such a narc move.
Not all
What in
heroes
the
wear
world?
capes. I don't know what to say.
You don't deserve a cape. You should burn your cape.
Does anyone support camera guy Josh
Yeah, come
in this
on.
movie?
No, you do
I mean,
not.
Come on.
I'm not a fan of sneaking stuff into the movie theater, but to rat out this
Seriously.
girl that you're
Just
dating...
doing my job. Just
That's
doing
not
my
your
job.
job,
I'm
bro.
an upstanding citizen.
Okay.
Yep.
If it helps you sleep at night.
I just would never think to do that.
Yeah.
Bro, I would never go to movie theaters. You know what? I don't even want to hang out with you no more. I
Yeah,
am so
seriously.
annoyed. Like, what in
No,
the
no, no.
world?
It felt good.
Yeah,
I am
it sure
proud of
did.
what I've done.
It could not have... That's why I
No.
was surprised when he's even willing to talk about it. It's like, oh,
Right.
yeah.
I would feel bad.
I'd do it again. I'd do it to my wife Ann today. I'd do it to anyone in this room right now.
Oh,
Josh is the popcorn police.
Yeah, he really is.
Yep.
get out of here,
Now,
bro.
did she dump you or you dump her?
I dumped her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So-
okay. I don't believe that
So
story.
there.
Dodged a bullet.
Yes, she sure did.
Whoa.
She's happy right now, sneaking her snacks into the movie
Yikes.
theater, living her life.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Well,
I can't believe that.
there's our camera guy, Josh. He is a very nice guy. He really is.
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
There's something that J-Bo is constantly dealing with, and you do it very gracefully, is that you and your husband live in 2 separate places.
Right.
Many hours away. What, 18 hours?
18 hours
in
if
a
you're
car?
driving. Yep.
Yeah, and multiple flights to get, right? Do they
Yes.
even have direct flights from where he is?
Yeah, every once in a while you can find a good direct flight,
Oh, that's
thankfully.
cool. And it's because he's serving, and he's an active member of the U.S. military.
That's right.
We love Archie. Such a nice guy.
He's awesome.
And when you guys are together, it's a really special time for both of you.
Yeah, man.
But you've noticed that he does something and you're kind of unhappy with it. It's like if there was one thing you were going to be unhappy with your husband, explain what it is.
Well, there's the thing. Whenever Archie and I decide to go out to run errands, not go out on a day or get whatever, run errands, I'll throw on comfy stuff, right? Sweats, sneakers, a hoodie. Hello. You probably do the same thing.
That is glamorous, by the way.
I think it's glamorous. I make it look good.
I love it. I love just being able to get in the car and you could just kind of like not be in crunchy jeans.
Right. But he puts on jeans and a tee, and he puts on a shirt over his tee for layering. And I'm like, who are you?
Yeah, he's up in his game.
I don't like it.
You feel like you can't be the way you are.
Right. I feel like, I helped him out when we first started dating, getting his fashion stuff together.
Yeah, look what you
did. And then
did.
now he's stunting on people. And he's stunting on me.
Well, you interviewed him about this like a great journalist.
Thank you.
Because we have to call out our people.
That's right.
Look what you're wearing. Why are you dressed like this?
Because that's how I like to go out.
What am I wearing?
Sweats.
Sweats, a t-shirt, and a hoodie. And some sneakers.
You look comfortable.
Yeah, I look comfortable, but I feel like you have to match my energy. Like, every time we're about to go somewhere to run errands, not every time, but majority of times we go to run errands, I'm thinking we're going to run out and run back in. So, okay, just put on some sweats. You like to get all fancy. Why do you do that?
When I come here, that's what I'm expecting us to, kind of go do stuff. So I bring clothes to do stuff in.
Yeah, so he's got nice clothes because you guys are going out.
Yeah, he thinks.
Listen to how he disarms J-Bo. He's in it. He knows how to, disarm a bomb. And
He does.
And
I am a bomb.
But it's way more dangerous to get this wrong in your relationship. And he does it so great. I mean, I have my notepad out. Have you noticed? I'm writing things
take
down.
notes, man.
So you come here dressed to impress, and I'm thinking we're going to be comfy together.
I don't want to just come with sweats and you be like, hey, you're not looking to do stuff because you got all your comfortable gear with you. I try to bring something nice here now and then.
So he's trying to impress her, and he points that out. Hold on. Point out that this is actually for her benefit. Great.
Does it bother you when I throw on sweats and you're wearing jeans and looking decent?
No, because when someone looks at us, they're going to be like, she's comfortable.
Oh, compliment her while you're at it. Okay, this is great. So, Kenny, are you writing this down?
Yeah, that's
And
good.
he's flashy.
Yeah, they're going to be like, why is he with her? That's what I think people are thinking. You don't think that?
No, people are not thinking that.
Do you want me to dress more in jeans and stuff and match your energy?
Oh, wait, what do you think he's going to say?
He's going to say, nah, babe, you do whatever you want.
Okay, all right. I'm going to bet on that, too.
It's up to you.
No, just answer the question.
I mean, sure, if your heart is up to it, yeah, do it. But, it's not a big deal.
Let her do whatever she wants at all times, and everything will be fine.
Well, can you just wear sweats? This way I don't have to do all that. Because I would appreciate that.
I'll think about it.
Can you please say yes?
Yes.
Forget it.
See, say yes, say yes, say yes, and then she'll eventually come around. Okay, great.
Whatever. It's going to be me and you, two peas in a pod, looking very odd.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Masterfully handled.
I'm telling you, I don't know where he learned that from. I'm still trying to figure it out myself because I fail so many times.
Thank you for bringing that to us. For a different reason, I got something else out of it.
Right. I'm upset with the fact that he wears jeans and I wear sweats, but I'm glad it helped you.
Now I know how to talk to my wife.
There you go.
This is The TJ Show. This edition of The TJ Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's so easy for us to ignore our social battery, spread ourselves too thin.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
How often are we trying to please everyone, say yes to this, and then this event, and then this party, and it's like, well, what about time for myself? What do I do? Talking with someone about how to recharge, how to socialize in a way where we have more self-awareness. The moment that I realized there was such a thing as self-awareness, it changed my life. Part of that came through therapy. And I love talking to the person that I get to talk to. I've talked to her for about 4 years. It's such a gift to get that special time. And she has most definitely helped my life. If you've ever considered it a little bit, maybe I should try therapy. Well, give it a shot. Go fill out the questionnaire at betterhelp.com/TJ. You get linked up with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists anytime with no additional fee. Find your social sweet spot with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/TJ today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TJ.
I'm Erica, 1/3 of the podcast Books and Betches, a comedy book podcast where we swear, spoil, and we talk about...
Whoa, you cannot say that in this.
What do you mean? That's like our slogan. It's our gimmick.
It is, but just say we're a very funny adult book podcast. How about we just give some examples of things we talk about? Well, there's a lot of chaos.
I'm Kristen, and with me I have...
No. We talk about books, but we're not your AP Lit class.
I definitely hit on the major points.
You absolutely did not.
She did.
You talked
Just
about...
not in the order you thought she would.
You talked so slowly about one thing.
A lot of sidebar conversations.
I
Are you denying the existence of chupacabras?
You know what, Erica? Yes, I am.
And we don't always get the facts right.
Epilogues don't belong in books. Call it chapter 1.
That's a
the
prologue.
second I see...
That's a prologue.
Oh, I'm talking about prologue. You can listen to new episodes of the Books and Betches podcast every Tuesday morning, anywhere you get your podcasts.
Bye-bye.
This is the TJ Show. I'm going to do a quick informal poll.
All right.
Kenny, do you want to be making more money?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Jabo, do you want to be making more money?
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Producer Heather, do you want to be making more money?
If I don't have to work any harder, yeah.
Okay.
Fair answer.
Camera guy Josh, do you want to make more money?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that seems to be like 100% response every time you ask someone that question. And there's something called lifestyle inflation.
Right.
That even if we make more money, it's like we're not making more money. And I saw this whole breakdown, and I thought I'd read through some of these points because this may be helpful. I've definitely been in this place where, like years ago, I got some raise at some job, and then it felt like I didn't get a raise. And then it's like,
Right.
well, gee, I fought for that raise. Like, what did that even do for my life? And so I'm going to read this list to you because this might be helpful. I don't know what you're working on or what you're working through, but maybe we can be doing more with what we have right now. Lifestyle inflation occurs when an individual's spending increases alongside their income. So it could be like a raise, or maybe you get an inheritance, or you find $100 on the ground.
Yeah.
Happened to me once when I was a kid, underneath the car. It was
Man,
amazing.
you're a lucky kid.
Amazing day. This pattern means that as people earn more money, they often start to spend more, usually on a higher standard of living, without necessarily increasing their savings rate. This phenomenon can subtly erode financial stability and savings potential despite higher earnings. See, people think like, oh, if I make more, problem solved.
Right.
And this is saying, well, actually, quite often that doesn't happen without the planning. And then this is helpful because it gives us the key factors that contribute to lifestyle inflation. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Increased disposable income. When people receive raises, promotions, bonuses, they often feel they have more leeway to spend money. The extra income can lead to purchasing items and services they previously were like, nah, it's too expensive. And then it just becomes totally normal.
And then you're stuck with whatever payments you have now that you didn't have before.
Yeah, this is a good one. Social pressure. Social influences are powerful drivers of spending. As people move up in their careers or social circles, they might feel pressure to match their peers' lifestyle. Now, what if there was all this money on the table and you didn't care what anyone thought? What would that do for us?
Yeah, you could put some money away for sure.
People might get a bigger home, a more expensive car, maybe up their clothing. I mean, maybe I'll just wear sweatpants all the time.
Hello? What's wrong with
that? I think you had
that?
the right idea, Jabo. Changing perceptions. With a higher income, what was once considered a luxury can begin to seem like a necessity. Like, oh, I need that facial massage.
Right.
My face doesn't feel right if I don't have it. For instance, someone might start spending and preferring a more expensive brand or opting for convenience-driven services like food delivery. I can't go and get my own food.
That's true. That's true. I've been guilty of that. Yeah.
Immediate gratification is a big one. My daughter suffers from this one. She wants a toy and she wants it now, and she's going to spend big on it. Neglecting budgeting, of course.
Yeah.
We know that budgeting is usually the first thing in every list when people want to make more money. Rationalizing expenses. Well, I worked hard. I deserve it.
I deserve this.
All of a sudden, those I deserve this, they add up.
Yeah.
And then creeping fixed expenses. Lifestyle inflation often leads to higher ongoing expenses, like you were talking about with the subscription service or whatever.
Yes.
I can get it. I made a little bit money. So to counteract this lifestyle inflation, it's crucial to remain conscious of our financial goals, maintaining a budget regardless of the income level. We're never making too much for a budget, right, Jabo?
That's right. Here's the thing. Making a little bit more money is helpful, but if the mindset is still the same, it doesn't matter how much money you make.
Exactly.
Yep.
So for what that's worth, hopefully it makes whatever you're making worth a whole lot more.
Yeah, for sure.
Do we need to draw a line with the technology that's being developed? I don't know if this is hurting anyone. It just seems kind of dumb. But then again, maybe I don't have an imagination like these guys do. There's been a camera that was invented. Now get this. It doesn't take a picture. It just looks through a lens, and then it prints out a poem of what you took a picture of on like a receipt-looking piece of paper. Almost like imagine a Polaroid camera spitting out an image, but there is no image. They don't save the image. It's just a poem that gets generated by artificial intelligence, and then that's your only record of it. It doesn't even save it digitally. If you
I
lose
love
it,
poems.
but it Don't you write poems?
I do write poems.
So do you need a camera and a robot to write the poem for you? Like if I took a picture of you right now, I would write a poem, there'd be no record of the
It
picture.
would be like, look at this hotness in front of his eyes.
Yeah.
Looking so nice, looking so fine. That's what a poem would sound like. Do I need a camera to take pictures of something to then give me a poem? Because I write poems. I think you can be inspired by art as an artist, and maybe I would be inspired by that poem.
I'm going to read you an example of this. So
Okay.
it's a funny experiment. There was, I guess, one of the inventors. They pointed the camera at a Zoom interview, and a poem came out. Now, no picture. This is the poem. It said, behind the lens, a man adjusts his gaze within the square confines of pixel space, zoomed in on faces housed in a virtual place, long since departed the rat race. Daylight filters through faded shears. In his hand, lukewarm coffee steers. Conversations drift across virtual frontier. I mean, it's so boring. Like, who needs this? But his reflection...
Zoom meetings are boring, so it makes
mirrored-
sense.
Well, that's true. In the screen appears, on the shelf, books lean, silent chatter, a thriving plant, the only living matter. I mean, it's like looking at everyone's house and coming up with
Yeah,
stuff.
But it took nothing and made something.
With glasses perched, home becomes his placid batter. I don't even know what that means. Within the walls, his world scattered. In this 2024 April morn, a new normality quietly worn. Who needs this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we this desperate for poetry?
I don't know.
I don't know if I would buy it, but I like the idea.
Do a lot of people want poetry that really is thought out and well written by people? I mean, maybe I need to do a little more living.
Yeah, I don't like it. I feel like a lot of those rhymes were forced.
Okay.
And, yeah, a person's going to do a better job 100% of the time.
Well, I think J-Bo would, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I think so too. But I think I kind of want to play with it. That'd be kind of fun.
No, this is in, I guess, the same category, but not really AI, just technology. There's a company in Ohio called Throwflame. They're now selling a device that's called the Therminator. It's a robotic dog with a back-mounted flamethrower. Now, what in the world? I mean, I guess this is more useful than the poetry camera, but do we need a little robotic dog running around with
What are you
streams?
going to use that for?
Yeah, streams of fire up to 30 feet with the push of a button. I mean,
I love
what?
how forward the company is. They said the company's called Flamethrower?
Yeah, Throwflame.
Oh, Throwflame. Oh, okay.
I was like, I can understand if your husband Archie in the military needed something like this, but do people need to buy this for $9,240?
Someone will find a reason as to why they need it.
Well, one of the reasons they give is snow and ice removal. Do you want to be shooting a 30-foot flame across your driveway? Can you see how that might go? I sure hope the car is like across the street in your neighbor's driveway.
I wonder what the people from Shark Tank would say if this was pitched to them.
I think they'd run out of the room.
Right,
All right.
exactly.
This is the TJ Show. Technology is brewing every second. Look at this little relationship information we're getting, J-Bo. I didn't know that you do this for your husband, Heather.
Every year.
What?
Look at this.
What are you guys talking about?
Apparently, Heather buzzes her husband's hair.
You cut your husband's hair?
Well, I don't really do like a cut per se. I just kind of shave it all.
Oh, no, you are a professional. You are a barber.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't know you had that talent, and she recorded it. And I have a point I want to make about this, because I deal with a problem regarding this very issue in my own home.
We had a good year. I'll see you next year.
So he only gets one haircut a year?
Yeah, so he'll just grow it out for a year and then buzz it.
Is that a money-saving move?
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's cheap. He's frugal.
Okay,
He likes
got
to be
it.
frugal.
So he's saying goodbye to his hair, J-Bo.
All right.
It's just hair. Let's go.
I don't.
Hold that.
You don't want to be as sentimental.
No, it's hair. Like, it'll grow back.
Yeah.
Let's see what a mullet will look like first.
No, what?
You wanted to cut a mullet first?
Well, he never lets me do this, but I always want to, like, do different hairstyles while I'm doing it. Because
Yeah.
we're just going to shave it all
Right.
off anyway.
That's right. Who
So I want to
cares?
see what a mullet looks like. I want to see what a mohawk might look like.
Yeah, he's not that fun.
No, he's not.
I just want to see. Why can't we just see what it looks like?
I don't want-
We're shaving the whole head anyway.
So I don't need to know what the mullet looks like.
Well, I'm the one in charge, so let's see.
Well, I think in a way he is smart because, and you are in charge technically,
That's
you're right.
right.
But if there's a picture of that, you know that's going to get out for the masses to see. And then all it takes is one photo to define him as the guy who has the mullet.
You really think Heather's going to do that to
course.
him, though?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I think she would.
I might.
It starts
Aw,
with
Heather.
one innocent friend, J-Bo, and then all of a sudden you send it to
Oh,
Archie.
yeah, I'm
and-
tweeting that bad boy.
right.
Slide back. Woo! Also, I think I don't want to alarm you, but you're thinning up top.
You just tell me he's thinning up top?
He is, to be fair.
Oh, no.
You're thinning up top.
I mean,
Yeah. No, you are.
ready? Now we're gonna go right down the middle. Woo!
Sounds like fun.
Missed a spot.
I know. I have a system. Okay.
What's your system?
Oh, just to make sure I get it all.
Oh, that's a good system.
This is where it gets a little sketchy.
I mean, it does. You just got to follow the lines. Just got to follow the lines.
You have a weird hairline in the back.
I do not have a weird hairline in the back.
You can't see it.
How's it weird?
See, I would pay a barber to not have to deal with Heather.
Oh my gosh, for real, you guys bicker about everything.
It's crooked.
Probably because each time you cut it crooked.
Don't move. Whoops.
What? Oops.
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
You should have left a little patch of hair on the back of his head.
Oh my goodness.
I went a little high on the back edge a little bit, so I had to like fix it on the other side. You know what I mean? The back edge of the head is really hard to do.
Don't mess up his hairline.
Okay. Want me to get your chest and back now?
Not funny.
It's almost as much hair.
It's not funny.
Yeah, it's a little funny. You should really think about getting a scalp treatment.
Don't tell me what to do.
It's so insulting.
She's trying to help the man
That's
out.
what I'm saying. Wouldn't you like to know if your hair was your head was a little dry?
You can't see up there.
Yeah.
I just admire this because I always ask my wife Jess to help me with my neck, and she gets so annoyed with me. And it's like, can you just help me out? And then if she does help me, she does it so aggressively that she hurts me. Like she really digs it into
She doesn't
my
want
head.
to do it. Yeah, she's annoyed.
Yeah, and so I've had to stop asking her, and it's like the way I have to twist now to just be able to do that is so offensive. And I just wanted to get her on the phone. I was hoping maybe you could maybe give her some advice on. Well, we'll see where this goes. Hey, Jess, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you hear that Heather trims her husband's hair and does it on a regular basis?
I did hear you say that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Do you think, Heather, how do you do it? Like, how are you okay with it?
I mean, I just have to shave the whole head. It's really not that difficult, but the hard part is the neck, to be honest. You have to be very, very gentle.
Yeah.
You can't push too hard down. It is a blade. You know what I mean?
Jess tries to cut my neck.
You need to be talking to Louis, Heather's husband, about how to relax during a haircut because you are so tense and so irritable and you constantly tell me that I'm making mistakes and I'm doing something too weird or too much and I don't even want to do it at all. You're begging me to do it and then you're so critical and rude while I do it that I'm just like, why don't you go to a professional because you have such a high standard?
Hey, you have a blade to my neck. Of course I'm nervous.
To be fair, Jess, as the barber, you need to put the person you're haircutting at ease. That's your job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you want to make them feel comfortable and safe.
None of it is my job. 0% is my job. I'm not a barber. I never trained to be a barber. I don't need to be a barber. We can afford for TJ to go to a barber. And he begs me to do it. And it's like, then he gets so mad at me every other second. It is unenjoyable. There's nothing that's enjoyable about it.
I know professionals that will throw someone out of their chair if they're too tense. So, Jess, you don't have to do TJ's hair. You can tell him to go somewhere else.
Well, it just saves me a trip to the barber, Jabo, who's on my wife's side apparently.
Yeah, you're a little too tense, bro.
No, I just don't want to get hurt. She scratches me up.
Yes, I think that like beggars can't really be choosers. You know, like
that's right.
You can definitely have. Also, TJ, I think you do need to go to a barber because there's no way you would act the way with me that you act with them.
No,
you're just such like a baby with me.
No, I'm not a baby. Hey, are those kids laughing at me because you just called me a baby? They love
you, baby.
They love that word because it's like the worst word in their vocabulary. All right, Jess, I got to run. If you could work on being a little bit more gentle, we can practice later tonight.
Hey, Jess, are you cool with Heather doing it then? Since you can't do it?
So, yes, Heather, take him to the movies and buzz his head.
Oh, come on. Jess, love you. Got to go.
Love you too. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I missed it. I missed my opportunity to say bye. Thank you, Heather. That was very helpful.
No problem.
I think.
I tried.
That's going to be great for when I get home later on.
Bedside Matters is the podcast for all the latest medical news and answers to your questions. Hosted by respected physician Dr. David Kipper, comedian Anna Vicino, and writer-producer Peter Tilden. Plus, we have special guests like Danny DeVito.
I was marveling. It was such a life-saving moment. You like Houdini.
Steve Martin and Martin Short.
We were working and Marty had this Christmas opportunity to fly home and see his grandkids and his children. And he gets off the plane and has COVID.
It was a Home Alone sequel except for a 7-year-old with COVID.
Charlie Day.
David, thanks for keeping me alive, and thanks for keeping Danny alive so we could keep the show on the air for as long as possible.
and many more. New episodes of Bedside Matters drop every Monday, wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, everybody. This is Adriana Trajani. I'm the host of You Are What You Read, a podcast about the books that built our souls. I have the privilege of interviewing luminaries of our times about the books that shaped them from childhood until now. Don't miss it. We get everybody from Sarah Jessica Parker to Kristen Hanna to Jhumpa Lahiri, Susie Essman, Rainn Wilson, Amor Tolls. You name it, they come, they talk, they share. You can join us on Instagram for more behind-the-scenes content and giveaways at You Are What You Read podcast and at Adriana Trajani. New episodes of You Are What You Read drop every Tuesday on Apple, Spotify, or any major streaming platform wherever you listen to your podcasts.
This is the TJ Show, our news. It sounds a little bit different around here. Kenny reads through every story he can find, and then he brings us the most interesting ones. Kenny, what's happening on the planet today?
How do you guys feel about leaf blowers?
Hate them.
It's whatever. I don't really care.
Okay.
To me, it's, and no offense to you if you love your leaf blower, I think it's the dumbest thing. It's like, I don't care if I have leaves on my lawn. Why are people so upset about leaves on their lawn? Like, isn't that just natural?
Yeah, it is natural. I want a leaf blower because I feel like it looks powerful when you're holding it and you're like...
I know, but it's like the whole neighborhood has to hear it because you can't have a leaf on your lawn.
Well,
who
TJ,
cares?
You're onto something. Although I guess the argument would be that leaves on the ground isn't aesthetically pleasing.
Who cares?
To the eye.
You know what?
It's nature.
And it mulches, and then I think it helps your grass.
Yeah,
I mean,
it does.
but listen, I don't know. If you saw my yard, you'd be shocked because I don't care about landscaping. Like, I don't. My dad's like, "Can I landscape for you?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, go for it." I don't care. I'm just planting fruit trees everywhere, and I hope they grow.
Well, there are many communities around the country that have local ordinances in place that restrict or ban gas blowers, which are typically louder than the electric ones. And that's just one reason on this long list of problems with leaf blowers, according to the Associated Press. And the noise isn't just a nuisance. The CDC says prolonged exposure to noise louder than 70 decibels may damage your hearing, and gas-powered leaf blowers register as high as 100 decibels at the source.
Absolutely. You think headphones are bad? Go by your neighbor who's blowing leaves off his lawn.
Now, there's also environmental concerns, obviously with gas blowers, but even electric blowers too, because they stir up particulate matter, dust, mold, pollen, and pathogen-containing bird and animal feces into the air that we and other wildlife breathe. They blow away mulch, and they deplete soil and disrupt ecosystems. They scare birds and kill insects.
Yeah, they should be banned.
So there are actual reasons why leaf blowers aren't so great besides the noise.
But the noise is also affecting your health.
This is a true story. I'm so passionate about this. My mom bought me a leaf blower because she can't stand that I leave the leaves on the yard. And I told her, I said, "I'm really sorry. I appreciate the gift, but I don't want it. So I'm not going to use it, and I don't want it in the basement." And they took it home and they returned it.
That's fair. Yeah, why waste the money?
I'm not going to bring this into my... I don't want to maintain an extra thing. I like that the leaves fall. It's pretty. And I look at them. I don't care.
That is good for the soil and the environment. I think the only thing holding it back is simply how it looks.
You want to fight about it?
Hey, I'm with you, man. That's
Hey, man, it's your house. You pay the mortgage on that house.
No,
I don't care what you do with your house.
I would use a leaf blower for a leaf blower war.
That
where
would be fun.
You and I have to
See what I'm saying?
shoot it at each other.
Feels like it would be fun.
You know what
yeah.
we'd have to be on rolly chairs, and then we're shooting the leaf blower at each other to see who could blow each other back.
That sounds
farther.
fun.
I wish I didn't give that back to my mom. That would have been perfect.
I want to
All
play.
right. Anyway,
Josh has one.
Kenny, what else you have?
We've done a few stories on what's being called cicada-geddon. The idea being two of the largest broods of cicadas are emerging from underground at the same time. These are the 17 and 13-year broods of cicadas.
It's going to be loud.
Oh,
Very
it is
loud.
loud. The eastern part of the United States is expected to see trillions of cicadas.
Trillions.
And cicadas are known for the noise they make. All of them singing together makes for really loud noises. They say they could be as loud as a jet engine.
Listen, we need to look at this in a positive light. Cicadas have good protein. There are companies that make food out of cicadas. I say they capitalize on this.
Serious question. I know some earthy people. They might know how to prepare cicadas. Would you eat it?
I would.
You would?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask about
As
this.
long as it's dead and cooked, I'd eat it.
You down?
Yeah, I'm down. I tried the cricket protein bar.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
Okay. Maybe we'll have a little dinner night.
I'll try it again. The reason I'm bringing this up is they're so loud in Newberry County, South Carolina, that the sheriff's office has been fielding phone calls from residents. People are reporting loud sirens or loud roars. They don't know what it is.
It's a lion, a loud roar.
Yeah, that is wild, man. We have so little control, don't we?
Yep.
The sheriff's department had to post on Facebook explaining that the sound is just the male cicadas singing to attract mates after more than a decade of being dormant.
Yeah, enjoy the song.
Yeah. I mean, we've all did a little song to attract somebody. Yeah.
You know, scientists who study cicadas often wear earmuffs because that's how loud they are in that grade of numbers.
Big babies. Kenny, what else you have?
In California, there's a first-of-its-kind bill being proposed that appears to have bipartisan support. The bill is targeting expedited security screening company Clear from state airports. So Clear is a third-party service where customers can pay $189 a year to verify their identities at airport kiosks before being escorted to the front of the TSA line.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind. I guess I don't fly enough to really care about waiting. I kind of like watching what everyone's doing. And people do interesting things when they got to take their shoes off and their belts and everything together. They start acting weird and goofy, and I don't mind it.
No, waiting in line is stressful. Just like waiting there and nothing moves and you've been there for 20 minutes. I like Clear.
Yeah. Yeah, I was with
people pay for it, why not? I mean, it's the same thing as people paying for like TSA pre-check. So why would they want to get rid of Clear?
One of the senators behind this bill said the least you can expect when you have to go through the security line at the airport is that you don't suffer the indignity of somebody pushing you out of the way to let the rich person pass you.
Pause a second. I understand that because I'm not rich and there are some things that I do not have access to that rich people do. However, that's the way the world operates. First class, you have to walk past first class to then go down a very narrow row to get to your seat. They're not getting rid of first class seats, are they? No.
A ban is on the table, but what they really want is to have a separate line for Clear customers so the regular non-Clear paying customers don't have to deal with being shoved out of the way and watch these people skip the line in front of them.
I dare someone to shove J-Bo. I'll be there for that, too. I'll be in line.
Like, all you got to say is, excuse me.
Yeah.
No one says, excuse me anymore? That's what I would say.
Yeah, you'd probably be really nice to him and become friends with him. That's what I mean.
No, I'd probably be annoyed because I don't like waiting in line at airports.
Kenny, what else you have?
Yeah, a man from Mississippi has found the fossilized remains of a saber-toothed tiger dating back 10,000 years.
What do you do with that if you find that, J-Bo?
You put it on a chain and wear it around your neck.
Yeah, like a tooth tooth chain?
Yeah, tooth chain.
Okay, I'm down for that.
How big is his tooth?
Pretty big, but they say the saber-toothed tigers, when they roam the earth, weighed anywhere between 350 and 620 pounds.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
That's awesome.
That's a big tooth.
It would be larger than the modern African lion that we are most familiar with.
Now, if I were to turn it into a necklace, I know what would happen. I'd get like one of those little drills off of Amazon, and I'd try to drill it myself, and the whole thing would crack. And I'd be like, 10,000-year-old fossil.
Ain't
Goodbye.
no way. That tooth is too strong. It's been around for 10,000 years. A little drill's not going to harm it. You'll be fine.
All right. I'm down, though. I'm with you. I want to wear that.
Yeah, I'd rock
it's
it.
cool. Kenny, what else you have?
If you've never seen a single Star Wars movie, the financial advice website Finance Buzz wants to celebrate the upcoming Star Wars Day, May 4th, may the 4th be with you, by paying someone $1,000 to watch all 9 of the Skywalker saga films.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I watched one Star Wars movie and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so boring.
Why do they want someone to watch the movie so bad? I've learned when somebody doesn't want to see a movie, you just let them be.
Yeah, let it be.
Well, they want the Star Wars newbie to rate and evaluate the films from an outsider's perspective. They plan to use the analysis for an upcoming story on the franchise for their website.
That's actually a fun idea.
$1,000. So how many movies are there?
So there's 9 movies, 20 hours of film.
Wow.
I did the math. That would be about $50 an hour.
Say $50 an hour?
I'm getting a call from DoorDash. Should I pick it up?
Are you serious?
Yeah, hold on. Hello? Oh, you can't? That's a bummer. Can I talk to the person at the front desk? But we're on the radio. Oh, no worries. All right, we love you guys. Thank you for delivering that. You too. We appreciate you. Bye-bye.
What did you do,
Yeah,
TJ?
what did we get? What did we get? What did you get? I'm sorry.
No, I ordered something because I had a craving. And
I'm assuming it's weed.
they said they're not allowed to deliver it to the front desk. And I said, well, could you please do it for our show? And they're like, oh, if it's a TJ show, you should have just said so. And now they're going to take it at the front desk.
Let's go.
Great. Well, listen. Well, it's a green drink. I'm in the mood for something healthy.
That's
There you
newsworthy,
go, okay.
TJ.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. I don't mean to interrupt.
It's all good.
Back to the Star Wars story. The person will have to watch all 9 films in order of their release, starting with Episode 4, A New Hope, which was released in 1977, all the way to the latest film, The Rise of Skywalker, Episode 9, which was released in 2019.
Oh, cool. Well, listen, if you're down for that and you got 20 hours to spare,
Have
50
fun
bucks
with
an
it.
hour, that's a good gig, right?
Applications will be accepted at the Finance Buzz website through the end of May 4th. And good luck to you if you want to do it.
May the finances be with you.
There you go.
Kenny, what else you have?
The Federal Trade Commission voted 3-2 to introduce a new rule that would ban non-compete agreements for employee and employer relationships.
I've been seeing stories about this. It is pretty complicated. You know, if you've got this skill and you get a job and then it doesn't work out and there's this agreement that says you can't work across the street, it does feel a little weird.
Yeah.
'Cause what do you do then? You got to wait?
It feels kind of wrong. What would be the reason why you can't just go work somewhere else?
Well, they say that non-competes, at least initially, used to be reserved for highly paid executives to stop them from taking insider secrets to a competing company.
They
Which I
eventually
guess
would after the non-compete finishes.
expired.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, 1 in 5 employees these days, including executives, fast food workers, even yoga instructors, have signed non-compete agreements.
Come on, bro. Ain't no way I'm serving up burgers at Mickey D's and I have a non-compete because I can't work at Shake Shack. You got to be out of your mind.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. We can't have you stretch at the competing yoga studio with your leg in that direction.
Right.
You better sign it. Yeah, and you know, it's like that's where it starts to go over the line. It was originally used for. Then it's in everything, and it becomes like a part of the Apple terms and service. You can't use Spotify after you finish with us. No,
Right.
it's not compete. No.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
Kenny, thank
crazy.
you for keeping us on one.
That's what's happening.
Is there any more to that?
Well, just that business groups like the Chamber of Commerce are planning to sue to block this ruling.
Everyone's fighting. Hopefully, they all get along soon enough.
All right.
Stop competing with one another. J-Bo, I want to bring up something. It might
Okay.
even be a life changer.
What was that, TJ?
It's a stupid life changer, but it might be a life changer.
Okay.
So, you know our newsletter that we send out every week?
Yeah,
It
every
comes
Thursday.
out, every Thursday. And you sign up for that at thetjshow.com, and then you get added to this little list where we send you all this show stuff. And in there, we all give these recommendations of some stuff that we've found in our lives that we really love, or maybe we discovered this new idea. Hey, check this out, or this article, or, you know, a new technology. Whoa, this thing is so cool on our phone. Check it out. Well, Kenny included something last week about how he is still taking cold showers. Now, you may remember, he brought this to our attention, over a year ago?
Yeah.
We learned about our unique friend, Kenny, that every morning when he takes a shower, at the very end of his comfortable shower, he turns the water all the way to cold and screams. Because it's really jarring.
You sit under it for 15 seconds?
As long as I can. I've actually gotten pretty good. I'm there for probably about 90 seconds to 2 minutes at this point.
Wow.
So you really upped your game since last year. And it reminded me, I got to do that again. Because I remember I tried it and it did feel good when I did it. There was this next level of energy that I'd never felt before.
Just talking about it, my whole body's cold right now.
Yeah.
I have chills.
You know what's funny about this? When we first found out about it, J-Bo went home and tried it. I tried it, and we all recorded ourselves. So if you've never heard this, because we're on in a lot of new places, this is Kenny's technique to really wake up when he wakes up every single morning. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a horror movie. And it's every day. Now that you've moved in with your girlfriend Allison, does she hear all this through the bathroom door?
I haven't asked her. I'll have to bring that up.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Can you obviously interview her about that? We need to know. Because she might break up with him, right?
That or she might
Over
jump
that.
in. I don't know. She's so in love. She might jump in.
Can you imagine not living with someone, then all of a sudden you do and you hear this coming from the bathroom? It's like, run.
I have questions.
And then this was me. I had my wife assist me. She held the microphone. This is just turning the water to cold. It's not anything that feels particularly great. It's the effects that we're going for.
His whole body's vibrating.
You can't help but scream. I started doing little tiny jumping jacks. That was dangerous for me. I was like, well, since I'm this alive, I might as well
Slippery
move.
in the shower, man. You gotta be careful.
I know. And then this was J-Bo. J-Bo, I'm glad that you tried this.
All right, it's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be nothing. You can do this.
You got to talk yourself
I
up.
had to.
1, 2. Woo! Okay, 2, 3.
You remember in this, J-Bo?
So cold. I'm so cold.
You're freezing now.
Yes.
Okay.
You sounded like a tea kettle.
Yes.
You cracked yourself up.
Oh my gosh, you can't help but laugh.
It is hilarious. It's like when you get caught in the rain and it's like a crazy monsoon of a rainstorm and you're like, oh, this is hilarious because I don't know what else to do.
What else to do?
So look, I mean, need you go any more than that? This is why the newsletter is so much fun because you find out lifestyle choices you can make like
Yeah.
that one.
I mean, there
Sign
are
up.
health benefits to jumping in those cold showers, though.
Yeah, and that's in the newsletter from last week. thetjshow.com.